Hey, I'm Alice Kristen. This is my go at a YouTube channel. So, I am the author of the Book of Tarot, the creator of the Cosmic Mother Tarot, the writer of Dirty and Divine, a transformative journey through tarot. I'm also co creator of Rebel Heart Tarot, which is not out yet, but more on that later. And this YouTube channel is a space where hopefully I cannot be copied. Nobody can pretend to be me, unlike other spaces online, where I can share some tarot wisdom. So I'm going to be talking to you about tarot in this space. So let me know what you want to know. I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I run teaching and workshop and all kinds of things to help people connect with tarot as a reflective tool of your everyday life, like right now. So we're not talking about tarot in the future or what it is you want from some elusive future partner or career, but where are you at today? And what do the cards have to say about your life today that is transformative for you moving forward? That's the way I read tarot. Not mad keen on making predictions because free will is a bugger and it will trip you up time and time and time again. But what the cards will do is they will present you with your strengths, your powers. They'll show you what your blockages are. They'll show you as well how to overcome all of that. But it's an ongoing process. It's a daily, ritualistic, spiritual path that requires more than just tarot. It requires prayer and faith and work and, self-reflection, self-love, a big dose of trauma, tragedy, and life events. But as I always say about tarot, tarot does not cause things to happen. It reflects what's already there. So our card for today, or for now, for whenever you happen to watch this video, and I'm not going to kind of date or name the time that it is because I kind of want you to come to this video whenever it is, whether it's today or a year from now, and for this card to be relevant. And I am of course using my Cosmic Mother deck, painted by myself and my 4-year-old when she was 4. She's now 9. And our card for today is Justice. So the way I talk about cards and the way I teach the cards is that this card, it has, a kind of generic meaning. You can go away and look in a book and find out what that meaning might be, but it also changes and shifts and grows and expands and evolves as you sit with it over years. And that's the thing with a tarot practice. You can't pick up a deck of cards, all 78 cards of them, and kind of memorize them by rote and figure that you know tarot. You have to sit with the cards and how they kind of discombobulate you, how they bring situations to the surface, how they reflect the reality that is going on within and around you. Then you start to know the cards. So you picking up a pack of cards today is the exact right step you need to take towards beginning to understand them, but it takes years. I'm 30 years in and I'm still figuring them out. Anyway, we have Justice, which, as humans, we tend to think of justice. We think of courts of law, and we think of the police, and we think of this kind of enforced justice that is imposed upon us, that is lawful and regulated. And if we go out of line, then we're in big bad trouble. Another way of looking at justice would be karma. And a lot of people, I believe, misunderstand karma. So they believe that karma is something, again, that's out to get you, to put the boot in, to shove you in jail, to punish you. No, karma is redirection, is always trying to place you back onto the path that perhaps you left behind a while ago, but that is calling to you. For me, justice here speaks about the balance that we all desperately need within ourselves, not outside of ourselves, not caused by the perfect partner, the perfect job, the perfect puppy dog, whatever it is you think that's going to give you the balance that you need. If it sits outside of your physicality, that's not the thing. It's an internal job. It's finding and weighing who you are becoming, where your blockages sit, where your limitations are stopping you from being the truest you, and kind of excavating all of that and finding what makes you feel balanced, what makes you feel happy. And that can be a hard thing to rediscover, because we know it when we're very small children, we know it, but life places expectations and pressures and masks and facades and facias upon us, and we lose track of what it is that makes us happy. And of course, as well as all of the stuff that's being piled on top of us, we're also performing. So we're people pleasing, or we're doing what we think mom thinks is best, or what that teacher thinks is best, or what our college professor thinks is best, or what our employer thinks is best. And we're constantly kind of turning ourselves inside out to become something other than what we truly are in the heart. So justice for me is the stripping away of all of those falsehoods, which is a big, fat lifetime of a job. But right now, are you feeling this? Because this card has come up today. It's not come up to talk about our entire life, because obviously that's work that needs to be done and will be done. But how are you feeling this right now? How is justice playing out in a low-level way throughout your experiences? How are you seeing people in your life differently? How are you beginning to become repelled by behaviors or thoughts or ways of being that previously you probably felt reasonably comfortable with, maybe on one level really not comfortable with, but pretending, acting, performing as if everything is okay and I'm okay with this and this is good and I'm happy. You know? I think we all are a little bit guilty of that. And this is what this card is doing, is sloughing away at all of these falsehoods, all of this untruth that we have absorbed, that we have put onto us like a layer of clothing to protect us. And actually it's not protecting us anymore, it's making us sick. So if you are getting sick of your own lies that you perpetuate to keep up a contract with who? With who? Who is this contract with? With the expectations of other people in society and culture at large? That's bullshit. Let it strip. Let it start to slowly move away. You don't have to be rid of it all in one go. That would leave you raw and exposed and probably quite frightened in the corner, no. But slowly, this is like I say, the work of a lifetime, but it's happening now because this card has come out today. So what are you releasing today? Okay, we don't have to think about the things that we're releasing next year or next month even, but what one thing are you releasing today, or that is coming up for reappraisal in your life? What one thing is your heart telling you, I don't want to do that anymore? And it could be something really simple, like I don't want to drink that extra glass of wine, or I don't want to eat that food anymore. I don't want to hang out with that person anymore, or this situation is making me ill. I need to change it. And it might be that there are, alongside these voices that are speaking to us about what is not serving us, there's the other voices that are gently coaxing us towards what would serve us. Maybe they kind of sound a little bit like, maybe if I just did a walk, or perhaps I should just stop for today. I've had enough. I've done enough work. I'm going to stop. Or, instead of drinking that extra coffee that's going to send me jittery, I'm just going to drink a glass of water. All these things that we can easily ignore and perhaps don't do are what's going to bring us back into balance. And it can be really simple stuff, movement of the body, a deep breath, a kind of avoidance of replying to that text message that really is just going to pull you back into a hole of misery. And you know it. So you have the voice that's saying, don't do this, and another voice that's saying, do this. And somewhere within that, there's this justice, this equilibrium, this balance. And this balance is carving you deeper into who you really are. And that is where the magic starts to happen. So I hope you've enjoyed this particular perspective on the justice card. I'm going to be uploading more and more of these cards. If you want to know more, obviously I have my books and I would love you to go have a read. They bring tarot to a modern day life in a really reflective and empowering way. Okay, thank you for being here and watching this. Bye.